Fidoshka, is it easy to make a choice?
I think sometimes it's really difficult, but sometimes it can be easy for you.
Okay, and if you, let's imagine that you've got that trouble, just and the problem. Let's imagine like zero, and what are you doing in order to solve your problem?
At first, I just prefer taking someone's advice or recommendation.
Okay, whose advice is much more important for
At
you?
first, it's my mother's advice, and then it can be also, for example, people who experience this, who know, for example, answer to my questions, etc.
Okay, let's imagine that you've got a problem. Yeah, for example, here it's written that your first recommendation is that you have to identify your problem. You have to know
Yes.
what's your problem.
Yes.
Do you agree with this idea and why?
Yes, I just think so because, for example, if you don't know what's the problem, what's the matter of that happened, and you don't know the reason of this, in this case, for example, you can't choose your problem. That's why you should identify your problem.
Okay, sometimes people exaggerate their problems a lot, and that's why it's really sometimes really impossible for them to solve these problems. And what about you?
I don't think so. For example, I didn't have such kind of problems. When I have problems, just my parents really helped me to solve my problems, and they're just doing their best to solve my problem.
Okay, and how do you think? Is it easy to make a choice in life, or just let's imagine that you have to make a really important decision for your future career? For example, let's imagine that you have to choose a profession, yes, appropriate profession for your future career. Is it easy to make a choice?
For example, if we're talking about profession, that's not. I don't think that. I don't think that that's really easy. But for me, that was easy because that was my dream to be a really good doctor. That's why that was easy for me.
Okay, and
I have to say that. For example,
have you ever changed your mind?
I never changed my mind from my childhood. I
Really?
really want to be a real
Okay,
doctor.
just super. You're super. Just really staying with your
Yes,
decision
it's like,
for a long time. It's really
feeling
great.
like this. Just I want to help someone to be really healthy because I know that there's a lot of people who have problems
There
with
are a lot
their.
of you.
There are a lot of people who has problems
Who
with
have
their
problems?
with
Are you
their
making
health.
mistakes right now? I wonder.
I don't know. And that's why I want to help them.
Okay, super. You're super. You're great. Thank you, dear. It was
I don't
great.
know.